Hi there, it's Donovan, and welcome back to one last game where today, yep, I am very lazy. I have run out of ideas, so we are here playing Running T-Rex, the famous Google Chrome game where you go offline or you have potato Wi-Fi. I did have something planned for this week. It was about how Nintendo didn't fully commit to changing the ideals of their characters, more specifically like Zelda. Um, I think that idea needs more time in the kitchen. And at the moment, right now, in my kitchen, I am making some mean macaroni and cheese. I make a great Kraft macaroni and cheese. You don't want. I am Gordon Ramsay of making mac and cheese. Don't even get me started. All right. So in the meantime, like 5 minutes, we're playing Running T Rex until my mac and cheese is ready. Um, so yeah, that's the state of one last game. Oh shit. Anyways, um, you know, that's just life. Filming, running T Rex. I've done this before. I did this one time where the video ends until once I die. That video famously lasted like 1 minute, and this video would have also lasted 1 minute. But at one last game, there's always one last game, and I promise you, this is going to be the last game. I promise you. So how have you been today? Suggest some stuff in the comments down below. You know what I'm famous for? Driving, and just simply, I am the Uber driver of most of my friend groups. I own a car. It's famously known as the Grey Goose, also known as the Batmobile, very accurately. It is also known as the Fuck Machine 2000, and amongst other names. And damn it, I am a pretty great driver. I'm breaking stereotypes for all Asians. I think all the Mario Kart has paid off over the years. And so I'm just the designated driver for everyone. I drive everyone around, and I'm a driver in downtown Chicago. So it's crazy. It's not as crazy as LA, but it's still Chirac. So anything could happen. I could get into a drive-by and just say, "Oh, it's just another Wednesday," which is unfortunately true for some people in Chicago. Um, I recently learned that my car, it's an automatic, but I learned that it can move the stick in the middle. I can shift it over to manual mode where I can manually change the gears. My dad drives a stick shift, but he has not taught me. So this is my way of learning stick shift. And it basically is baby mode stick shift for idiots. Um, and I really love driving with the pseudo stick shift mode where I can manually go up a gear and down a gear. It just makes me feel so much cooler. And whenever people enter my car and they see me starting to shift, they always ask, "Is that stick shift? Is this car stick shift?" And I always say, "Yes, it is." Why? Thank you for noticing how cool I am. And that's a lie, but I'm compensating. Okay, that's why I don't use Microsoft products. It makes me feel self conscious. So yeah, my car is stick shift, and it's just that much cooler. It just further emphasizes how much of a Batmobile it is. I also bought Autobot emblems because I'm a dork, but it looks fantastic. Um, I hope I've been capturing audio of the game. It'd be really embarrassing if I wasn't. Um, yeah, speaking of driving, I once drove, or almost weekly, drove to this joint down in Chicago known as Rico Benny's, and they make some great Italian food. I used to eat that once every week during college. It's really great stuff. I have their deep dish pizza. It's pretty good, and as a Chicagoan, deep dish is amazing. And if you think otherwise, you're probably from New York and probably smell like rats. Um, Other than deep dish pizza, I do have their amazing chicken parmesan sandwich. It is phenomenal. It tastes so good. The problem is that it probably takes off years of my life, including their French fries. So every fry I take, that's probably like a Sunday off of my life. I take one bite of the chicken parm. Well, there goes the last week of my life. I just shortened my lifespan from 80 years to 79 years, and how many weeks minus 1 week? I'm really good at math, as you can tell. I'm Asian, by the way, if you couldn't already tell. So yeah, that's a that's Rico Benny's, and also there's Portillo's, famous in Chicago, especially for their cake, their Portillo's chocolate cake, and as well as their chocolate cake shake, where they literally stuff a cake and blend it into a shake. It's pretty good, pretty delicious. I had that one time with a friend. The problem is that same with Rico Benny's, I feel my life force being drained away as I suck away that chocolate cake shake. It's very good. My arteries, however, think otherwise. It's probably like concrete in my intestines right now. It's probably still decomposing because of how unhealthy it is. It tastes really great, but I can feel the sugar just draining my brain away. You think brain rot on TikTok is bad? Actually, try drinking brain rot. It's it's a different story, but that's that's great. Am I recording audio? I better be. No, I am not. So you've been listening to my beautiful voice the entire time. That is not the right one. That is. All right. Um, yeah, Portillo's, pretty great spot in Chicago if you ever want to drop by. Portillo's has some really cool like design. Its interior. I'm an architecture major, and its interior is so funky. It screams like 1960s or something like that, 1940s. It's a vibe in there, and all the Portillos around Chicagoland, including its like checkerboard design. It's really interesting. Um, you don't see much of that fun design in other places. And speaking of checkers, I remember playing with one of my friends. Uh, she was playing chess. She's actually really good at chess, and I'm really ass at chess. Checkers, however, different story. But we were playing uh, chess one time, and we were having a good time. And I just said, just out of the blue, huh, instead of playing chess, how about I finish on your chest? Um, she found that really hilarious, and I did too. Her friend, however, that's a different story. I don't think we're in contact anymore. I'm an idiot. But so, if any girls play chess in the comments section, hit me up. Very interested. And please don't call the cops on me. Uh, you know, that's recently I've been FaceTiming a girl, just casually. We're just friends, um, and I've been playing a video game, Expedition 33, and she one time wanted to FaceTime me as she was doing homework because she was really bored and just really wanted to see my stone cold face, being disappointed that I have to look at her doing homework. Um, but in the back of my mind, it's like, you know what? I should probably appreciate this because what other friend just wants to call me out of the blue just to casually do homework? You know, that's pretty sweet. But on the other hand, I'm like, God damn it, I want to hang up. I want to fucking play Expedition 33 and be immersed. How, okay, the virgin meters are going off the charts. Okay. I, that's some nice physics homework. The word physics literally hurts me. Please stop. I want to play more video games alone in my man cave. And speaking of my man cave, it's phenomenal. You've probably seen it in other One Last Game segments. Huge game collection of PlayStation and especially Nintendo. Um, how could you tell I'm not autistic? I'm but my man cave, the goon cave as some call it, is pretty cool. Lots of hangouts have happened there. Lots of broken friendships as well. Took everyone to watch Transformers 5. If you want to go check out that video, Transformers 5 is one of the worst video games. Video games. God, I'm such a weirdo. Movies of all time. I warned everyone it's gonna be awful, and they did not. They were like, all right, it can't be that bad. I think every single one of them hate me now. It was really that bad. But speaking of the Goon Cave, I remember convincing one of my friends. She really thought the Goon Cave. My friend and I, gaslighted her into believing that the Goon Cave meant it is a cave for geese. I have geese in my Goon Cave, and I believe she still thinks that to this day. She looks up on Google what Goon Cave meant, and we always tell her it's fake news. It's not real. It's just, the radical leftists trying to ruin trying to ruin our fun. And yeah, it's where I keep my geese. Um, yeah, there's just nothing else to talk about there. It's just factual information. Um, you can't tell me otherwise. Don't even try and contest me in the comments. Okay. And speaking of one last game, I think this might be my last game because I'm about to hit 1,000. I'm just that good. Yeah. Games of the year, games that I've been playing. Fuck. Well, wait. Something burning? Oh shit, my mouse!